Very good morning, children. We had gone through some 3 to 4 video classes and even 2 virtual classes. So, out of all these classes, you are very familiar that we are in a topic that is your mirror magic. We are in which topic? We are in a topic that is called your mirror magic. So in this mirror magic lesson, I hope you are familiar with some of the keywords. Even though you are familiar with those keywords, let me quickly recapitulate those words. It's very important to recapitulate those words as you are not there in front of me. Again and again I am repeating those words so that that particular word, whenever I will say, even you are in a deep sleep, I will say get up. What is luminous objects? You will say quickly. Understand? So let us see what are those. The first and foremost thing in your lesson, we started that very hot objects glow and produce light. Very hot objects glow and produce light. Those objects, we are saying them as a luminous objects. What we are saying them? We are saying them as a luminous objects which can able to produce light by themselves. That type of objects we are saying them as a luminous objects. So your sun, it comes under luminous objects. Your stars, they too come under luminous objects. Even your candle, it also comes under luminous objects. So now let us move to the next one. That is your non-luminous objects. What is the next one I am saying to you? Non-luminous objects. So these non-luminous objects means those objects. Non-luminous objects means those objects which are unable to produce light, which are always even they are not reflecting light, which are giving shadow. So that is your tree, your chair, your pencil, pen, all these are coming under non-luminous objects. After that, you even came to know about the word that is reflection, that is nothing but bouncing back of the light, activity with the help of a mirror I did. And even some of the children, you sent me the pics which you have done with the help of an aluminium foil. And the objects which are able to reflect light, you came to know them as a reflectors. Yes, the objects which are able to reflect the light, you came to know them as a reflectors. Yes, that is your mirror. One is aluminium foil, a plain surface or a shiny surface, and even a stagnant, undisturbed water can also reflect the light. The objects which are able to reflect or bounce back the light, those we are saying them as a reflectors. And after that, after reflectors, you came to know about multiple reflection. If the reflection it is done or the image, if it is collected in so many number of times, then you are saying it as a multiple reflection. Many times you are collecting the image. I am saying many times we are collecting the image, but the object is one. Then that type of reflection we are saying as a multiple reflection. Now after this multiple reflection, you even came to a word. See, continuously I am using a word that is image, 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 which is nothing but the bounce back ray, which is nothing but your reflected ray, which you are detecting on the reflecting surface. That is your image. Yes. So now after that, you even came to know about a topic that is your lateral inversion. What is the topic? That is your lateral inversion. The word lateral inversion is saying that the lateral sides, left and right sides, when they are getting interchanged with each other, that particular concept we are saying it as a lateral inversion. Yes. So we have covered till here. In our previous classes and even in some of the virtual classes when I am posing questions, I am very happy that you are immediately you are giving answers. So till here we are completed till now. So now in our today's module, we are going to learn about the concept that is your symmetry. What is the concept we are going to learn? We are going to learn a concept that is your symmetry. So we will come to know what is a symmetry. Yes. What are symmetrical objects? What are asymmetrical objects? We will come to know here. And some of the activity I will give you. And I will show you. Yes. So what is a symmetry? Symmetry it is nothing but same. similar in nature. What is a symmetry? Which is nothing but similar or same in its nature. That is your symmetry. Okay, madam. Be like it. Symmetry means similar or same in its nature. But what are same in their nature? What are same in their nature? Let us see. Your half object. Your half object and the reflected image. What are same in their nature? Your half object and the reflected image, they are same to same in their nature. They are same to same in their nature appearance. Then that type of phenomenon, it is called your symmetry. Your half object, for suppose, if you are taking this chalk piece as an object, you are taking this chalk piece as an object and you are making it into two pieces. This is your object, and here when you are placing a mirror, the reflected image also, if it appears like this, then that particular concept you are saying as a symmetry. A half object and the reflected image, when they are same to same, exact photocopies to each other, then we are saying it as a symmetry. Okay, children. Now after that symmetry, let us say in our surroundings we will see so many number of objects that are similar in their nature. So many number of objects that are similar in their nature, that type of object, we are saying them as a symmetrical objects. That type of objects, we are saying them as a symmetrical objects, which are same to same, where the half object and the reflected image, they are same to same in their nature. Then them we are saying as a symmetrical objects. And the next one, asymmetrical objects. What is the next one I am saying? Asymmetrical objects. This word asymmetrical objects, this word asymmetrical objects, where the word A, letter A, it is saying absence. What is absent? Symmetry is absent. When the symmetry is absent in the object, then that type of objects we are saying them as a asymmetrical objects. Let us see. Okay, in your English alphabets, the alphabet English, it is started with a letter that is your A. This particular A, what I am doing now, this particular A, I am drawing some dotted lines over here. When you are cutting through these dotted lines, when you are cutting through those dotted lines and placing a mirror here, when you are cutting the dotted lines and placing a mirror here, then you are collecting the reflected image here. So now this object, half object and the reflected image, when they are same to same in their nature, then it is called symmetry. Your A is exhibiting symmetry. Then you will get a doubt. Oh, okay, fine. So object should be cut straight. No, it's not necessary that every time object should be cut in a straight mode. Let us see with the next letter. That is your. So in case of B, if you will see, in case of B, if you will see, I am drawing a dotted lines horizontally. I am drawing these dotted lines horizontally. So now, if this horizontal line is, if I am placing a mirror like this, let's see. If I am placing a mirror, now I am collecting its image which is exactly look like to it. And B is also exhibiting symmetry, a symmetric letter. Let us go with one more word. That is your N. That is your N. So this N, now I am trying to cut in a straight mode. I didn't get symmetric object here. Let me try like this. Straight mode I didn't get now, so I will rub it. I am cutting like this horizontally. Now also I didn't get. Okay, fine, madam. You're not getting like this. We'll try it like this. Are you getting? You're not getting. So N is a letter which is not exhibiting symmetry. So it comes under asymmetric letter or an asymmetric object. Like that, so many letters are there in our English alphabets which are following symmetry, which are not following symmetry. But now I'm going to introduce a letter that is your O. That is your O. In case of this O, if you will see, we are saying it as a perfectly symmetrical letter. Perfectly. The word perfectly is saying that in any angle, either straight, horizontal, or in a cross section, in any of the angle, if you will cut this particular O, it is exactly divided into its two photocopies. So we are saying this O. See, like this when I'm getting two equal parts. No, madam, I will cut like this. Cut, Baba. Who stopped you? Then also you are getting two equal halves. Someone will stand and someone will say that, why, madam, like this? Like this. Absolutely correct. There also you are. That's what. In any of the angle, if you will see, O, it is exactly divided into two equal halves. Then that particular O, it is called as a perfectly symmetrical object. You will get a dot. Madam, in our you are talking only about alphabets. What about the objects? You till now you didn't say any objects. Yes, of course, but in our surroundings we have plenty of objects which are following symmetry, which are not following symmetry. Plenty of objects which are following symmetry, those we are saying as a symmetrical objects, and so many objects are there which are not following symmetry. To them we are saying as a asymmetrical objects. So let us see the objects that are given in your textbook. So children, in your textbook, if you will see page number 63, in that page number 63, you have some objects which are half. Yes or no? There are some objects that are drawn only half. So as it is, you copy in your notebook that right side page is there now, white paper side as it is, you copy these pictures in your notebook, and now on those pictures you place a mirror like this. When you're placing a mirror like this, its half reflected image is seen in your mirror. Then start drawing the remaining half. This is your work. This is your activity work today. Draw or copy all these pictures in the white side paper of your notebooks, and now place a mirror over it. You are collecting its reflected image, then redraw the entire diagram. Over. Now, along with that, at the top of that diagrams, you even have some of the alphabets that were given half. The same alphabets also you please copy down in your notebook, same like half, and the remaining half you draw. And now you will get a doubt, madam, how you will identify? I can identify, children. The part which is given like this, draw with the black pen, and the remaining part which you are making, you draw with a blue pen. Yes, even here also, when you are drawing this one, you please draw with a black pen, and here you just that outer border you make with a blue pen, so that I can identify, yes, they kept a mirror over there, collected the reflected image, and then they had drawn. For this specially I am mentioning this entire part which is given in your textbooks, it is with black pen, so that I'll find out, okay, these children have copied from the textbook, and the remaining part which you will draw by seeing collecting the reflected image, that must be with the blue pen, so that quickly we can identify. Yes, children. So till now, so far in our mirror magic lesson, we have completed so many concepts starting from the luminous objects, reflection mechanism, multiple reflection, lateral inversion, and even symmetry. These many topics we have covered. Along now you will get a doubt, madam. You are saying these many topics, but what is the use of these mirrors? Where and why we are using these mirrors? We are using these mirrors in so many different areas. Out of those, some I will tell. So many different areas we are using these mirrors. Very few areas I will tell now. Yes, the first and foremost one, that is our shopping malls, children. Whenever, because of corona nowadays we are not coming out. But before that, we used to go to the shopping mall where we will do window shopping, where we will collect the dresses. Yes, we will collect the bigger images of the dresses. Even in the sweet shop also, Based on the multiple reflection concept, all the shopping malls that were done with the help of mirrors where a single object is present and it is collected many times. That is only I said as a multiple reflection. Na? So based on the multiple reflection concept, the shopping malls that are done means in the shopping malls we are using the mirrors. Why? To increase the number of reflected images, to increase the size of the image, and to attract the customers. That is one thing. Second one, let us talk about our school. We are using these particular mirrors in our schools. First one, in magnifying lenses. In magnifying lens, which is increasing the size of the object. Yes, along with that, these particular mirrors we are using in microscopes to see or to observe the microorganisms which we cannot see with our naked eye, with our God gifted original eye. So, such type of microorganisms to see them we are using a microscope where again we are using the mirrors. Like in the same manner, in our general life, did you notice your vehicles, the side mirrors, there also you are using mirrors we are using in our vehicles, mirrors we are using in our vehicles as a side like mirrors so that now we can observe who is coming back and how far he is from our vehicle. Everything we can notice. Now you will get one more dot. That's it. No, not that's it. Even these mirrors that are used in hospitals while doing the surgery, and even a dentist, he is using the mirrors to see the tooth cavities. And when he is doing that root canal treatment, there he started using that mirrors. And after that, even these mirrors we are using in periscopes. What is this? Again, you said a new word. It's not a new word. Periscope, it is an instrument which is used to see the objects which are present in the higher length of yours. Means, especially this periscope is an instrument which we are using in submarines, which is a boat, which is a ship, which is moving inside the water. In that submarines, we are using these periscopes to see the objects like this. If now I am there in a deeper area like this and I want to see what is going up. So under such conditions, I am using an instrument that is called your periscope, which is again using mirrors. So in our areas, so many different areas in our surroundings, in our general life, or in our different professional peoples, we are using mirrors in our uses. So these are different uses of mirrors where we are using right from the shopping malls, magnifying lenses, microscopes of our schools, in our vehicles as a sideway mirrors, even in the preparation of periscopes we are using, even the kaleidoscope which you are using to enjoy to collect the multiple reflection of glass bangles. There also we are using these mirrors. So different uses of mirrors even more are there. Just for an understanding, I gave you these things. Yes, children. So this is your mirror magic lesson where you covered from the luminous objects, non-luminous objects, reflection, reflectors, multiple reflection, lateral inversion, symmetry, and different uses of mirrors. Okay, children. Thank you so much.